Good morning, everybody. We are moving on to currently the strongest of the Maia bots on LIchess, and so this is supposedly rated by. Oh, this version was trained by learning from over 10 million LIchess games between 1900s. However, if you look at Maia's current rapid rating, it's currently 1726 after playing 55,000 games. So we're going to try a game against Maia. We'll do a 10 plus 10, seems fine. Okay, then we'll play e4. Okay, so I'm currently rated 1876. I'm gonna play Vienna. Okay, it's kind of quiet. Let's bring the bishop out. Okay. Now this is tempting the queen to come to one of these two squares, wayward queen style, and go for a brute force attack. If I come here, they've got knight blocks, which also covers that square. If I come here to h5, knight blocks doesn't work because I come in. It's not checkmate, but we have that. So do I want to do this? It might prompt g6, which I like. g6 is played, I come back here. But then again, that just prompts the knight to come out. Is that just silly, sacrificing the bishop? Probably. Let's bring the queen all the way back. I'm going to bring the queen to here. Okay, out comes the knight. I think we can now play this. Now that these dark squares are weak, you see, I'd love to slip my bishop in there. Hit the rook. That's going to force the rook to move. This pawn is pinned here. So, ideas are h4, h5, attacking this pawn which is not defended by this one, only defended by this one. Don't want to bring the knight in yet. I could castle and bring both rooks over. I also might want to use this king's knight as well. Where could he go, the horsey? It just feels like Harry can do more damage right now. Horse would like to be there in a way. So if h4, h5, yeah. Pawn takes. Oh, I don't know. h4, h5, knight takes. Rook takes. Maybe I want to put my queen here. Well, h4 looks okay. h4 looks safe enough. If I can eliminate their g-pawn, then there are options. Okay, now this does not much at all. Maybe preparing the move d5, which I'm not too worried about. Okay, now this, a knight takes. See, my queen can't come to there now. That's material. Okay. Let's try and soften them up with this. f4, f5. If I can get this move in. Okay, this is all right. I still have f5. So if he tries this. Okay. I have a3, giving my bishop a pocket to hide in. I also have this attack. They attack, I take. With a continuity. But there's no harm in a3. I don't see any problem with a3. I haven't castled my king. Okay, let's drop the bishop out to a2. Definitely feels like a human game. It's like, you know, this is a position that feels super familiar to me. Okay, I'm going to block here with my knight. Now, I mean, this pawn is still pinned. That bishop is doing a very good long-range job. h5 now, threatening the pawn. It's just, I'm going to castle. I might just get, you know, one of my rooks on g1. Queen here, what's the idea? Can't go there. Could go in there. Because this knight's pinned on my queen. I take your queen, you take mine, I take your bishop though. That doesn't work. I'm tempted by f5. I am tempted by f5. I'm very much tempted by f5. Ha! You attacking my knight? Yeah, my knight's kind of short of squares, but... I mean, knight can come back here. Or I can just take the pawn. I think I can take the pawn. King comes, if queen takes, king comes to here. Bishop's safe. Don't even have to move the king immediately. You're going to try this kind of idea, are you? So, if I take here, they swing a rook over, threatening mate. I might need to move this knight in order to be able to move c3 or c4 so that the queen defends that. It's kind of ugly, but how about this though? There takes, queen comes in. Might be survivable. But does give away the knight. That's a slight problem. Okay, back comes the knight. And I have this. This is my main threat. Okay, that's a checkmate threat. But can't I just take it with the knight? Rook takes knight, I take rook, queen takes, bishop drops back, solid. Or simply b3, but the problem with b3 is it puts my bishop out of the game completely. What's wrong with this? I don't see anything. And we still have the pin there. And this bishop is still crisscrossing. Okay, now I think this is alright. Oh, that comes with check. King here. Oh, rook comes across the check. Ouch. Could be an ouch. Rook check, king in the corner, queen there is mate. That was good. What are you thinking? Yeah, okay. Nice. Nice. And it felt like a... What the hell is this? It felt like a Vienna. Alright, so you it's not even a fianchetto. What is it? Yeah, I don't want to move my f-pawn. I'm going to move... It's kind of ugly though, isn't it? Because of this, you can push that. Do I push it on? Is that just silly? Do I defend with the queen? No. Do not know what Maia is up to here. But let us grab the center. Okay. My knight can come out now. Okay, that's two attackers on here, so it's defended only once. I'm inclined to defend with the knight on d7. Wow. Push. Take it by pawn. Two attackers, two defenders. Okay, that's threatening to remove one of the defenders of that pawn now. If I pushy push, knight comes in here. I can't take with the knight because it's pinned, or the bishop or the queen because I lose the queen. Opponent is playing pretty well. Their knight comes in. Got two attackers on there. If I kick the bishop, we trade bishops. Then he takes in the centre. I could come here and try and defend the pawn from that side, but then I just get kicked back. There, knight comes in. Knight comes in. Okay, knight goes to there. What are you doing? Queen here. Knight is pinned because that bishop's undefended. I'm going to kick this bishop away if I can. Okay, bishop's probably going to come back to there. Okay, this is defended once. I have knight here, that's not bad. Knight can come into here too. Ooh, sexy. Very sexy. It's an outpost square, and it hits the king with check and the bishop. Okay, so he's moved away from that, but I like it anyway. I'm going to stick my knight in there anyway. Alright, okay, so save the bishop. But that bishop's now rubbish. You have this. I have knight in as well. So maybe something like queen here. Is that crazy? Not really. There puts two attackers on this pawn, but also threatens Maia9 here. Okay, okay. Takes. Rook can't really take because I have bishop here. Is it going to be knight takes? But that then undefends this pawn. I don't think I want to do that. Feel like the correct thing to do here is to develop this bishop with the threat of this check, forcing the king into the corner. I might also castle my own king. Okay, that has really solidified this knight now, because he can't abuse this pawn at all. Also, it opens up this possibility, which I like very much, because you've moved your pawn too far, Maia. And anyway, it's a grudge match. Ha! Right, this is feeling more comfortable now. Can't go there. I think we should just castle the king. Hasn't really helped much, that castling, to be honest. And this pawn wall is proving semi-effective now. I think the bishop kind of needs to come back. Or is that super crazy? I mean, let's just think about like this. Let's say queen here, right? You take bishop. Even got, I can take back with the knight as well. How good a piece is that bishop? If I had my knight there, I'd love it if my queen was like one of these squares. But she isn't. Okay, I don't see a convincing argument to give up a bishop. My opponent's pawns are in a bit of a state here. Okay, that's two attackers on this pawn. I see this. Let's put the bishop back there. Oh no, it can be kicked. But hey, I also have this though. Huh. Well, that's not the end of the world. Solidifies this pawn. Two defenders now. And it kind of opens up the f-file. My knight is still on a super outpost that my opponent now wishes to remove. Okay, I'm looking for sacking opportunities. Don't really see one. This is an option. If you trade queens, I can recapture there. Takes... No, not there. take back with pawn. I have lots of pawns in the middle. It's not really anywhere to retreat the knight, so I think the knight is staying where it is. My queen needs to become more active. So does this rook. Let's just move the rook. You take, I'll just take. I think that's definitely a win for white, because that knight was a super knight. I didn't really think about how my opponent might eradicate it. Got good control over here. If this now, takey, 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 nope. Does my rook belong there? Or does my knight belong here? That's quite nice. Not really, because, well, no, that's okay, queen defends. That's okay. Get myself another outpost. It's not technically an outpost because the d pawn can theoretically proceed. Right. Here, rook moves. If the rook moves over there, Saki Saki Joy Joy. Not right. Not sure. What else has my knight got? He's doing quite a good job of numbing this, dulling my bishop. My problem, I'd like to put my bishop there, but that blocks my queen's defense of g7, which is annoying. Let's do this first, eh? Might even double up on the f-file for good measure, which might be a resource. You want to take my knight, you can. That gives me 2 pawns right deep down your throat. So I'm going to do this move. I think this is a 10-10. My opponent's on 11 minutes 30. Okay, now these pawns are untouchable by that bishop. You attack my queen, do you? Need to improve that bishop at some point. Queen can come in. This pawn wall is frustrating me. My opponent is in a much stronger position with their bishop. Right, that's not a major threat. Do I have this? Pawn takes. Pawn can't take. There, bishop takes, I take. Pawn can't take, okay. Let's do it. Because this rook's only defended by the king. Queen can't take. You're right, you have to take the queen, but you lose a rook. Okay, now we're a rook up. However, I'm a pawn behind. This pawn is going to be tough to defend. I play rook a8, which I think is compulsory. My opponent would then like to attack that one. That's the other weak pawn. My king can come across, maybe to defend e6, 7, 8. What was if this pawn advances? I have this idea. This, you give check, I block. I think we're okay. Okay, pawn goes there, I go here. You can't just check. So, do I attack the pawn now? If it advances, I come here. I think that's okay. Okay, now here. Now you can't even take on g7. This just doesn't work. You'd like to do this, but again it doesn't work because I can take, pawn takes, promotes, there. Alright, and now I can just come here and win the pawn, eh? Yeah, whatever happens, I think I'll just win the pawn. I'm defending that rearmost pawn. I'm defending that rearmost pawn. Trading rooks now would be disastrous for white. And I think we've equalised. Given up this pawn. But I can live with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, but we are playing an engine in an ending. So we were relying on you being part human. Okay. If we get the pawns in this formation, I can lock them. This is playable. I have rook here. You have to say, now what do I do? Do I push? Rook here can come, right? If I do this now and pushes, I come here and win the pawn. If I do this, king moves across. Maybe I just need to stop that pawn from advancing first, and then this will be good one way or another. Even if I get my rook and king like this. Okay, here. Are we worried about that? I can come here. These pawns are in the deadlock on that side of the board, okay. This I think is fine. Now you can only move your king, and you can't come forwards. But you have to defend this pawn, okay. Now I can grab this one. You can have that one, you're welcome to that one. But if you do, I get this and I skewer the king and win the A pawn. I skewer the king. You are skewered. Okay, and I think Gary should have a clear run to the line. I like this move because it defends A6 as well. I don't know. Ooh. No, Gary's home and dry, isn't he? Gary's just home and dry. This pawn can't step forward, gets taken. This pawn can't step forward, gets taken. The king tries to come across. Oh yeah, I forgot pawns can move 2 squares. Okay, do I do this? Check. Can't go there. King has to go there. Here, and here. But to be honest, I don't think you've got time to get these pawns through. Even if you give check here, blah, blah, blah. I think it's just too slow. I've always got a check of my own. I can always drop my rook back, you see, behind one of these pawns. You do this, you lose a pawn. This is problem. And then rook comes here. I eradicate, you see there? Rook's going to come here and take out that d pawn. And then Gary is unstoppable. Mega Gary! Threatening that. It really doesn't feel like you're playing against a bot. Okay, and that's just one now because my rook defends my pawn. The king can only shuffle around these squares here. And this is where you should resign, but you don't understand resign because you are only a bot. Okay, just need to be careful about stalemate. That comes with check. I'll get a queen. Sod it. Queen can come here next with... Oh, no, king goes in the corner. I have a check if he goes in the corner. If he goes to there or there, I have this. So you have Let's go there or there. Okay, and now that's mate, isn't it? Yay! 1-1. We did it. Okay, I'm not gonna play a decider. Do you know, for me, I would say this bot is a good test, you know, and Ghost, they're in here. Oh, she's got another mouse. Yeah, well done. So she's feeding her kittens on mice. So in a similar way, you could train yourself in the way that Ghost is training her kittens by bringing them mice. No, it doesn't really work. 1 equals not human, 5 equals very human, 5. 5, very human. That felt like a real game. It really, genuinely did. And you've trained on 10 million games. I get it. I haven't played 10 million games. I've played like 100,000 games, something like that. Wow. Yeah, very human-like. And I think both games. The first game felt like the Vienna kind of positions where I've been in before. Losing down that side of the board felt like, you know, games that I've played before where I've been upset by an opponent with a queenside attack. Very, very good stuff. So yeah, obviously, you know, the bot won the first game. I was maybe a bit too casual in the first game, but I like the fact that it plays un-bot-like errors, because bots tend to play just random errors. It's like, I'm programmed every 15 moves, I'm going to pick the 5th best move, no matter what it is, and sometimes the 5th best move is just a complete face slapper, right? This isn't like that. This is trying to emulate what humans play and the kinds of mistakes humans play, which is why it's so much more accurate. I like it. And, you know, to all the naysayers who say, you know, give up playing bots, you know, we don't like bots. Well, some people like bots. And out of the bots that I've played so far, Maia is my favourite by far. And I think, you know, if I want a casual game, then I can, you know, and I don't want to risk rating points. I think LIchess and Maia is a very, very good option to go for. I really do. You know, I'd much rather play this than any of the chess.com bots that I can think of so far, because I've actually enjoyed these games more. So there you go. That's my opinion, and you're welcome to yours. But you know, if you don't like bot games, you know who I'm talking to. Scroll on by. It's like you're walking down the road. You see, you know, dog shit in the road, you know, or on the pavement. You walk around it. So, you know, jog on. That's it. Enjoy your day. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you soon.